This is question from Khalid. Khalid, I think I've addressed this last week. But anyway, since you've asked, I'm going to just quickly run through. You've been mentioning cold email outreach in your social posts lately. Yes, I've been doing that. If you're on LinkedIn, you probably noticed. Isn't that spam? In the old days, or in the days when I was designing websites, that's like 20 plus years ago or 2 decades ago, yes, it's spam because what we do is I don't know, we either buy the list or we find a way to collect all these lists, put them in an email system, and we just send to all of them with a single message. It is what you call a spray and pray method. Okay. That is spam because 90% of those people shouldn't be receiving my emails. It's not relevant to them for whatever we are trying to do, like, for example, building websites, right? But nowadays, because of controls put in by your mailbox providers, because of legal structures, for example, like GDPR, for example, and all those things, you can't do stuff like this anymore. All right, I call it, you can't do cowboy stuff like this anymore. Okay, so the approach is you select specifically who do you want to reach out with. Reach out to, sorry. And then instead of a list of thousands, you may then bring it down to maybe 50, 100, or maybe 300. And this 300 has been vetted through. You have vet through. You have gone through their profiles. You think they would be the right prospects for your business or for your service, for example. And then you use cold outreach to build a connection, to build a bridge to them. That's all. You're not going to sell in the first cut, right? Because you sell in the first cut, yes, Khaled, that's spam. You're going to build that connection. You then, find ways to see whether you can even connect them on social, either Facebook or LinkedIn, and then introduce yourself, and then have that conversation going. And over time, you will then discover more about the audience or the person that you're connected with, and that's where you can, be able to offer your services. Okay. Remember, people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So in this case, you're using cold email outreach, which is hyper targeted, and your emails, each one, your emails is heavily personalized. And when I say heavily personalized, it's not just hi Andrew or hi name. That's 101. That's very basic. When I say it's hyper personalized, for example, my opening line, for example, would be something related to the person I want to reach out to. It could be a news item that he or she was involved in, a new achievement that they have attained, for example. I'm going to use that as my bridge, also called my icebreaker. Okay. And then I may not, depending on the audience, likewise, depending on the audience, I may not even ask them to get on a call because it's just way too early. Right. But I may get them to connect on social. And from there, they would then be able to look at the stuff I post. And if it resonates with them, great. No, if it's not, then at least I have just built a so-called a new friend, right? And over time, when the time is right, then they could be my customers. So that's how cold email, in the way I look at it in the modern era, it should be done this way, respectfully to the recipient. And because yes, you can run ads, right? um, Oh, yes, I've got. I'm trying to focus here at the same time. I've got comments, so I've got to give time to Bob. Bob, you have done this. Yes, I plan to use Facebook ads to grow it. By all means, Bob. You probably have the brand cashier or brand name for you to pull this off. Go ahead. Let me know how it turns out. You can use Paper Li to curate. Okay, I have no idea what's this. Uh, Daphne, hi. Good evening. And who else? Okay, any other comments? No. So, sorry, my train of thoughts. So, new modern way of doing it is you're using cold email to build connections, not to sell yet. But the bigger the connections that you have, or the bigger network you have, then obviously the opportunity for you to market your product and services is there. Okay. So if you have, let's say, 300, doesn't make sense. It does not make sense for you to run ads, because you need a minimum of 500,000. If Bob is running Facebook, he should know. You need a minimum of 500,000 to 1 million so-called audience in order for you to make your ads work. But 300, and you have probably less than that, then use cold email to outreach, right? And it's similar to what you do, for example, at LinkedIn. If I find somebody that is interesting and or the content or he or she puts up is interesting, I would want to reach out to connect with them. Same thing. It's the same method. It's just that that is using on LinkedIn on platform itself. Here I'm using emails to do it. Okay. Spam is not halal. Very true. Very true. Spam is not halal for our international friends. Okay, this is a private joke, so you can, I don't know how to explain it. All right. So, anyways, Khalid, I hope I've addressed your question. If you do it right, cold email is no longer spam. It is a method for you to reach the specific person that you want to reach out to and to build a connection. And anything beyond that, if you take, okay, I'm going to buy a list and I'm going to send to everybody who's on the list, and I will say, hey, I build websites, or I or I do email marketing. If you have a need, here's my number, here's the link to my website. I can guarantee you, your domain will be burned immediately. Okay, so be careful. Show respect to your recipients, and do it correctly, and you will see benefits from it. Okay. Hi, and thanks for watching. If you need my help to set up your email marketing engine for your business, just click on the link here and you see a list of services that will help you grow your leads and sales and also increase your profits through emails. I'm looking forward to working with you soon.